everyone! I'm very excited to be making this video today because I have reached 10 subscribers on my channel, and it just proves to me that people are actually watching, and you know, it's great to like share stuff with you guys because I'm really trying to open myself up. It just makes me really happy, almost as happy as I was when I looked out the window this morning and I saw that there was a bunch of snow piling up on my car that I had to brush away. Here's my excitement. Yeah, you could really see it in my eyes. And so my treat for you for reaching 10 subscribers, and this is something I'm going to keep doing every time I get to a number that's divisible by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Did anyone else learn that song when they were learning math for the first time? Every time I reach 10 new subscribers, I'm going to read a page from my journal, my very personal documentation of all the sometimes fucked up thoughts that have been in my head, and I recorded them. You know, I'm just gonna say this now. I've done some things in the past, sure, that are not great, but haven't we all? That's just part of being human. You know, we all make mistakes and we learn from them. My opinions have changed on a lot of things since the past year. Like, most of this was written from last year. So we're just gonna get into it. I was considering doing just choosing a page at random and then reading it, but then I was thinking well, out of context, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to you guys anyway because you don't know my life. I'm just now sharing it with you. So should I just start at the beginning, and then it'll just be like a story as my channel keeps growing? Maybe it will. Maybe it will keep growing. Maybe it won't. But you know, I just thought this would be a great way to mark at each new milestone for my channel as me just doing this to open myself up and to be more comfortable in front of people, whether it's just even if it's just online. But talking to this camera feels like talking to other people to me, because I know that people are gonna watch this eventually. And as you can see, I've become more, I'm wearing the same sweater as I wore in the first video. That was not intended, but it's kind of appropriate, right? I mean, before I had to cut a lot because I was very uncomfortable in front of a camera and I was very awkward. There's a cat back there. He's only there because he wouldn't stop meowing when I had the door closed, and so I just had to let him in, and thank God he's sleeping, not making any noise. So good kitty. Okay, yeah, so let's just start at the beginning because we're better to start, right? Alright, so this was written on August 30th. I'm guessing, I didn't write the year down, but I'm guessing it was 2016. Yeah, August 30th, 2016. I must be pretty high already. I live in Washington. Marijuana is legal. I had smoked some marijuana, I'm assuming. So yeah, I must be pretty high right now. Ugh, my computer is being so shitty. It's doing that dinosaur thing again. I read once that it displays a T-Rex icon to symbolize that it can't reach the internet. Ha, get it? Because T-Rex arms are too little to reach anything. So when my computer can't connect to the internet, it's because it's using T-Rex arms. Why won't it just get longer arms? I'm trying to rewatch David Copperfield, the 1999 BBC one. It's Daniel Radcliffe's first ever role. Okay, so to give some backstory to this, obviously I was high. Yeah, so I used to smoke a lot because I had a lot of free time. I've been working the same full-time job for the past couple years. And so I would usually just come home and smoke some weed and just be a couch potato because I didn't have anything else. I didn't have anything better to do at the time. But now that I started this, it's filled out my time and I don't smoke as much anymore, which is kind of cool. I mean, I feel maybe I was just doing that because I needed to get I mean, obviously I was trying to get a high, but you know, making these videos is kind of a new high for me. That was a pretty short entry, so I think I'm gonna read the next page, which is just a bunch of notes from when I was gonna start a movie review channel. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing YouTube for a long time, and last year I wanted to... Actually, I still have a video up on my channel from last year. It's called Stupid Halloween Movies. You know, I don't stand by a lot of what I said now. Looking back on it, I mean, I still agree with some of what I said in that video, but, you know, now I'm just kind of why? What was I thinking recommending that movie? Okay, so... I was also on a Daniel Radcliffe kick at the time. I don't know why. I just thought I think this was around the same time that Swiss Army Man came out. and it got me thinking a lot about like Daniel Radcliffe and his movie career, how he started as like Harry Potter, but he didn't get stuck in that role. Like, people were able to see him as Daniel Radcliffe, not just as Harry Potter. I don't know, it was something that I like really respected from the actor. And so my idea was to do like a whole like film review series. I would review everything that Daniel Radcliffe had been in. So I took notes from when I watched David Copperfield. Would it be interesting for me to read those notes, or should I just skip to something where I'm talking about something personal? I'll do both. No, because then it's just like a summary of David Copperfield, and that's not very interesting. I mean, maybe we'll go back to it. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments if you want me to read my notes for David Copperfield. It's pretty bad. I tried to be funny. It's kind of cringy. Okay, so let's get to Jesus Christ. September 1st, 2016, I was able to successfully download Chamber of Secrets last night. I'm still talking about Daniel Radcliffe movies. Okay, this is like me like documenting the process of making these review videos, which didn't happen. The only one I got done, okay, so like I actually did make 2 videos. I made one for David Copperfield, the BBC series, and technically the first full-length film that Daniel Radcliffe had been in was The Tailor of Panama. And so I did a review for that. I took it off my channel because I was just like really embarrassed of putting that stuff out there, but hey, now I'm comfortable being in front of the camera and being at like a terrible angle where you can see my chins. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip past these notes. Again, if you're interested in reading them and maybe seeing the videos, I think I still have them. Let me know. Okay, September 2nd. Another video I want to make is about movies I discovered on IFC. IFC, it stands for Independent Film Channel. Maybe you know who they are, maybe that you don't. And how IFC sucks now. That's true. I still stand by that. They used to be really good. Movies to include 237, The Dreamers, 1114, Elephant, Quiet Cool. Okay, Quiet Cool wasn't that great, but it was a movie that I discovered, or that I only knew about because I saw it on IFC, and I guess I thought about it to include it here. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, that sex documentary. It had multiple episodes and they talked about a lot of different movies. When I think about all these videos I want to make, I doubt there's enough time in the week to work on them wholeheartedly. Well, that's not true anymore. Maybe for this, okay, never mind. I keep interrupting myself, I'm sorry. Maybe I should cut back my work hours. I feel I owe the weekends to... Okay, so whenever I refer to my ex in this, I'm not going to use his real name. I'm not going to use anyone's real names just to keep their privacy intact. So I'm going to refer to my ex as Arlo instead of his real name. I feel like I owe the weekends to Arlo because it's the only time I see him now. I'm too shy to talk about my ideas for these projects. Still kind of am. I know it's a cliche, but what if he thinks it's stupid? I have to download a lot of movies to make these videos the way I want, and that may get me into trouble. Yeah, I don't know if I care to admit that. For once in a long time, I feel like I found the thing I want to do. I'm just procrastinating its execution. I've wanted to make YouTube videos since last year, but I didn't get around to like actually committing to it until now. And I'm changing up the content, obviously. Like before I wanted to do movie reviews, and now I'm doing like vlogs, confessionals, stupid DIY tutorials, or they're more of like parodies of tutorials. Just because I think like the whole like beauty guru thing is so weird. I guess I really wanted to be like a film review channel when I was first thinking about starting YouTube, and I was going to start by doing a series about Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, so I think that's good. That's a good place to start for reaching 10 subscribers. Thank you so much. I mean, I wanted to do this as a way to like be really personal and open myself up. You know, people write in their diaries when they have thoughts that they feel like they can't share with the world, and just like the more like I learn about myself and like how people like should be to each other, is just people need to make themselves more vulnerable in order to like be truly liked by someone. You don't know your real friends until like you've been your most vulnerable with them, with people. You know, I'm just really showing my vulnerability here. I didn't really go too deep in anything personal. I feel like here I was mostly just like talking about like goals for YouTube. And I feel like maybe we need to like spice it up a little. So I'm just gonna go to a random page in here. A lot of it is about my relationship that had ended. I'm just reading a random page. This one was on March 20th, 2016. Arlo, what the hell was that? Arlo told me he wants to talk to me today. I think he started to last night, but we just ended up watching Frasier. I still love Frasier. He was stressed about some work he's doing for one of his professors. Maybe he just wants to talk about that. Maybe he has no one to talk to, no one to see him. Maybe he has no one to talk to, no one to see him be vulnerable. Hey, whoa. Weird coincidence. I just flipped to this after I was talking about wanting how people should be more vulnerable. Wow. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I wish he would have at least told me what he wants to talk about. He already moved into the spare room. Okay, so I think maybe this was like after we broke up, and we used to live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah, we'd broken up, but we're still living together because he was gonna move out soon, and we didn't really see the point of like him having to move somewhere else. So we were still like kind of trying to be cool with each other even after we had broken up. Okay, so he already moved into the spare room. I think that will help us get along, or at least coexist better. We both have our own rooms, so I can't yell at him for leaving a mess. I'm trying harder not to get mad about the small stuff, which I feel like I have. I used to be like really meticulous and just like really anal about messy things. Like I didn't understand why people were so messy. But if you look at my room now, you'd be like, oh, never would have thought that. So far it's easier. I'm also trying to be more open. My problem is that I'm too closed off. I'm getting a little better. I have a hard time sharing my thoughts with other people. Well, here we are. That's why I write them down. True. But it shouldn't be a substitute. I do want to be more open with people. I'll talk to Arlo tonight. I have no idea about what, but I'm not nervous to find out. His life and his opinions about me don't affect me. Which is true. I mean, yeah, you could say whatever you want to me. It's pretty hard to offend me. I can't remember the last time where I actually felt truly offended by something. If someone intended to like be like offensive to me, I never like perceived it as offensive. I've just always, I don't know, it's hard to offend me. Like I can't think of anything that's like I'm truly shocked by. Maybe it's just because I'm desensitized by all the fucked up movies I've watched in the past. Like, have you ever seen Serbian film? Oh, come on, that thing is a joke. Newborn porn. It wasn't even full frontal. Not that I wanted it to be, just the way that they marketed the movie, like, oh my god, there's a sex scene with a baby. I saw it and I was like, okay. I just hope he doesn't tell me something that's gonna stress me out, me being selfish. I've been pretty stress-free lately, aside from the usual things, and I don't want to regret inviting I accidentally said his name. Okay, I'm gonna start that over because I accidentally revealed the name. And I don't want to regret inviting Arlo to stay at the apartment. Man, I was really selfish. Maybe I still am. I don't know. I haven't been in a relationship with anyone for obvious reasons because I wasn't good at them. It would be nice if this could work. It just takes both of us to try. Yeah? I mean, relationship is a two-way street. Both people have to try. I was not good at loving my ex. I'm sorry you have to like watch that cat lick itself. I'm just gonna switch angles to block out the cat, because if you want cats, go to another channel. This is not a cat channel. And then I started another entry on this page. I think I'll just read it. Actually, no, maybe we should just like stop it there. And if you want to hear more, we'll continue this as my channel keeps growing. So it's interesting that I was just talking about wanting to be more vulnerable and open to people, because that's how you that's how you truly connect with someone, is to share your vulnerabilities and to share like your deepest, darkest, most like disgusting thoughts. And if people can accept you for those things, then you know you've truly found someone who's worth being your friend. And yeah, I have been really closed off. I still kind of am, but I feel like I'm getting better at just like sharing more like my thoughts with people. And I'm trying not to be afraid of being judged or coming across as offensive in any way, which I really don't think I'm offensive in any way. Just maybe the way I say things are like very blunt and they don't sound nice, but I'm not trying to insult anyone. And if I am, then you probably had it coming to you. Well, there's a lot in here about me being selfish in my relationships, and that was definitely like a huge reason why we broke up. And I'm trying to be a better person, obviously. I think everyone should try to be a better person, right? The purpose of this video was just to say thank you and to let you know that I'm just really happy and I feel very motivated to keep going. And you know, I'm excited to share more with you guys. This is not my only journal, by the way. This is only my most recent one. I actually have to get a new one because I'm at the last page of this one. But I have a lot more because I've always kept diaries. Yeah, I've always been like very introverted and just kept to myself. But I feel confident enough now to share some of these thoughts that I've had in the past with you guys, because the more you support me, then like the more comfortable I'll feel. Thank you for watching. There's a lot more to come in the future. And you know, let's just be vulnerable and open, because that's how friends are made. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.